Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Reality. Recently, with so much going on when it comes to the world of wrestling and our industry, there's been a lot of changes. And I truly believe a lot of positives. You know, ever since original era figure Triple H Paul Levesque has really come forward and being the one now to have so much influence over the booking and the character work on that New York stage, I think a lot of positives really have come from that. And I think we're really seeing the fans respond to the mind of Levesque as he moves us forward towards a new era when it comes to that WWE product. We're getting so much more realistic characters. Stars that are really becoming now larger than life, unlike we've seen, in the past decade or so. Fans are responding. Fans are emotional. But there is one figure currently that is being presented to us as an audience that I think really is trouble when it comes to WWE and that more modern, realistic product that they're trying to present to us now. They say Vince McMahon's greatest creation was that Undertaker Mark Calloway character. Now, fans are going to have to ask themselves, will this Uncle Howdy character now be Triple H Paul Levesque's greatest creation? Now, we have been getting teases for months. We've been seeing the QR codes pop up on our weekly television screens. That WE did have some sort of plan of bringing in this new character. Now, the character is being portrayed by this Bo Dallas young dude who is very closely aligned with now passed away superstar Bray Wyatt, who was portraying that Fiend character. And I guess somewhere along the line, the two had a shared vision of this character that was going to be introduced alongside Bray on that WWE stage, although due to his unfortunate passing, we never got that vision of bringing in that Uncle Howdy character. So it's taken its time here. But on a recent Monday Night Raw, we finally got it. They finally came out. The product was introduced to the audience. And although it really was visually stunning, it really did say a lot. I just personally think that it's just a character that isn't needed right now in the current WWE landscape. I remember back to those original eras, when I was coming up, learning and watching our industry, especially a lot of that New York product at the time. And I remember being absolutely captivated by some of those more fantasy-based characters that were presented. I remember Goldust and my grandmother rushing to turn off the TV when he made his grand, spectacular entrance. I remember Kane, storming down to the ring, hellfire and brimstone. Characters like that in the original era that I remember, were incredibly exciting to watch. And WWE, for its time, really put those products on the center stage to be celebrated, with merchandise and action figure sales and all sorts of different avenues such as that. But now things have really become more realistic. WE is going in such a more MMA true to life presentation now. that I just want to take some time to talk about why I think this Uncle Howdy now, coming up, really doesn't fit into the modern landscape anymore, the same way that it might have in that original 1990s, 2000s era. Quite frankly, when it comes down to it, I don't think WE really needs, those fantastical type characters anymore. I mean, so many talent currently on that WWE stage are just so much more true to life. I mean, you have Cody Rhodes, coming out with the theme song and his story about his father. And then you have someone like Jey Uso, who's coming down and waving his arms, and the audiences are reacting to it. So when you take something like this Uncle Howdy product and you put it out there in an era where I feel it's really the more true to life characters that are really getting the response, it really has me wondering, will it fit in the modern landscape? And I mean, it's easy to say that it might not, but the presentation of this Uncle Howdy character and the build-up for it has been absolutely incredible. And it's really building off the connection with the brother, Bray Wyatt, who sadly we lost really when he was hitting the absolute peak of his career. You even remember that legendary moment where Undertaker Mark Calloway, was standing in the center of that stage with Bray and whispering in his ear. And it's only left a speculation of what's been said between the two. But, I'm assuming it was something like, this character is yours now. So that is going to be a very interesting dynamic. And I think it's going to really be tested on that stage. He can cut all the promos and, do the vignettes, have the lighting and the effects on, but when they really take that character and put it onto the stage and he's face to face with a more realistic-esque character, like a Logan Paul or a Cody Rhodes, then we're really going to see, what type of character it is. When he's cutting a promo with the lights on, in the middle of the ring, facing a much more reality-based character. Now, I don't want to come forward openly and sell the character short. I'm absolutely sure it's going to sell masks. It's going to sell t-shirts. And there's a new generation coming up now who will really see this Uncle Howdy character now as their Mark Undertaker Calloway that we seen when we were coming up as young fans. But there's just a lot of questions, Is it a tasteful character in relation to the passing of Bray Wyatt? Is it needed in the current landscape of that WWE New York product? We're not sure yet. And it's also going to come down to the in-ring work. They can present this Uncle Howdy product all they want, but if it cannot work on that stage, then it's just not going to be the complete package. But I'm very optimistic. A lot of fans are very positive, so we're just going to have to see. But in my opinion, at this time, when WWE is really hitting its absolute peak of success with these way more true-to-life characters, I just believe that at this time, Uncle Howdy is not needed in the WWE.